Poverty is expensive. Oftentimes, when I say this, people go again to look at me, but yes, this is my belief, and this is why I say so. I'm going to give you a few scenarios. Number one scenario that I will give to you is when a person does not have enough money, it tells on the decisions they make. From where you stay. If you are typically somebody, I live in Abuja, Nigeria. In Abuja, Nigeria, we have the city center. The city center is where some of the top businesses, the parastatals, government organizations, and all of that are situated. And many people work in these places. Most of the people that work in these places live in the suburbs. Now, most of these suburbs are issued with traffic situations. All right, so each day they have to come to work, they go through all of these hassles to be able to get to work. They spend more money to get to work, they spend time on the road, jumping between one form of transportation or the other, especially for those that are not mobile. All of these things end up taking a toll on their health, which they have to end up fixing. So yes, the suburbs houses may be cheaper when you're paying for it, and the ones in the city centers are expensive. But when you take the accumulation of time that you would have spent when you shouldn't spend it, remember, time is what you exchange for life. If you take the toll it takes on the health, which you will end up spending money to treat and may not even get your health as it should be because of the stress of commuting like that every day. When you take the transportation that you would even spend compared to somebody that is in the city center getting to work versus you who is coming from those suburbs, you will realize that you have spent way more than the person. Let's also use another typical example. Let's assume that one person is going to buy a bag of rice. And you went to the market, you picked up a bag of rice let's assume that the bag of rice is 50,000 naira. You buy a bag of rice and you bring it home. In comparison to somebody that did not have 50,000 naira in bulk to go and buy a bag of rice, and that person keeps going to the market every day to buy a mudu of rice, continuously like that. By the time the person has bought the quantity of the mudu of rice that the person who just went to go and buy one once has bought, you realize that one that was buying one mudu ends up spending way more money than the person that just took 50,000 and bought one bag of rice. This is the price that poverty causes us to pay. And this is why one of the things you should contend against is poverty. From the mindset to the pocket. Contend it. When you change it from here, it begins to reflect in your pocket. I hope you got something today. God bless you.